The island of Sodor is surrounded by the beautiful blue sea. It is a wonderful place to visit a railway known as the Northwestern Railway. There are many engines, shunting trucks in a yard, or hauling passengers and freight along the main line. The railway has many bright and beautiful countrysides, which brings the life to the island of Sodor. One of the most recognized faces on the island of Sodor is Northwestern Railway's number one, Thomas the Tank Engine himself, who has been working on the island since the early days of the Northwestern Railway. Thomas has once started off as an ordinary station pilot and shunter, who has now become a very useful engine working on his very own branch line. But as the years go by, Thomas and his friends have been through lots of wacky adventures throughout the years, and every day within Thomas's eyes, a new adventure may begin one day. And this is where our story begins. This is Sodor New Adventures. A new adventure begins.
It was a bright and sunny day on the Northwestern Railway. Thomas and Percy were at Napford Yards. They were getting a goods train ready for 2 engines. There was another saddle tank engine there, who she is waiting for Sir Tottenham to give her orders. She was painted dark blue with green stripes and bright green wheels. Her name was Lana. She's a young, cheerful and kind engine with freckles around her cheeks, and she had been on Sodor for quite a while. Thomas puffed alongside her to have a small conversation as she's waiting patiently for Sir Tottenham. So Lana, are you enjoying working on the Northwestern Railway? Well, of course I am. It's a lot better than my old railway, which closed down 2 years ago, and I'm lucky to be preserved and be a useful engine again. Well, most of us were very lucky to be preserved in this railway. Even if some of us caused a bit of trouble, but we can still redeem ourselves from our past mistakes. Like myself and how annoying and I bitch I used to be, and also childish at the age of 12 to 13. But it's a good thing that I'm more mature and work at a better place, like Vickerstown. I agree with you, Percy, but I still feel bad that Ben is still not a happy and cheerful engine. Well, at least he has some friends like us. I'm always there by his side no matter what. Just then, Sir Tom had arrived to see the 3 engines.
Right, Attendant, we have a very busy schedule today, and there better not be any more trouble like last time. Lana, I would like you to shunt Gordon's coaches on platform 1. He'll be coming here to take passengers to Vickerstown.
Yes, sir. Then Lana puffed away to collect the express coaches. Then, Sir Tottenham spoke to Thomas and Percy.
Now as for you two, you will have a goods train to organize. James and Ed will be coming here very soon, and we must have no delays.
Oh yes, sir, we are on that right now. We'll get the train ready as soon as possible. Then, the 2 engines puffed away to collect more trucks.
That's much better. Strangely enough, James and Ed should have been here 5 minutes ago. Oh well, might as well go back in the office, make myself some fish and chips, then watch a movie. I don't have any more paperwork to do now.
As Thomas shunted the last trucks, James and Ed arrived to collect their train. Well, you two are 15 minutes late, and we just finished shunting your train. Sorry, Percy. James kinda got lost on the way here. He's not really used to working on the Wellsworth branch line, and we took the long way here.
Well, you see, guys, I've been trying to redeem myself and changing my attitude to be less of a jackass and basically quit being a show-off, and this is my first time actually working on a branch line.
Well, that's alright, James. We all make mistakes, like how I used to be a complete jackass to Boone when I was younger, powerless and weak. This is gonna be funny. Thomas, what the hell? Can't you just give me some peace and quiet for once? Why don't you do some hard work like me for a change? You can't catch me.
Yeah, and since that Edward mysteriously vanished 4 years ago, I had to fill in for him to work on his branch line. I mean, after all, I am his ever friend, and I want to make myself more useful by getting myself an actual to-do rather than just sitting in a shed and being lazy all day.
Anyways, where are you guys going with this goods train?
Well, we are supposed to take them to Brendam Docks to get some cargo, and Henry takes them to the mainland. Hopefully this doesn't create another journey beyond Sodor, because there is no way in hell that I am going back to that place where psychopath Mavis and her boyfriend live.
I see. Well, you guys better get going now, because according to the Brendam Docks shipping schedule that I looked on the Brendam Docks timetable, it says that the ship doesn't leave until 12:45 p.m. as of today. Then the two engines backed up to their train and they were coupled up. They then puffed away to Brendam Docks. Hey Thomas, what do you think we should do now? Well, I have to go work on my branch line. Annie and Clarabelle are probably whining in the sheds again. I might as well just go and see how Ben's doing at Vicarstown. Hopefully he's working fine there. I'll also leave a little note for Lana so she'll know that we've left. Later that day, James and Anne reach Brendam Docks to get a truck loader while they wait for Henry to arrive. Alright, now all we have to do is wait for Henry and then we can leave.
I wonder what's taking Henry so long.
Oh no, James, we can't just leave now until Henry arrives to pick up this goods train. Just be patient and he'll arrive eventually. After 30 minutes of waiting, the fat ogre, I mean Henry, finally arrived at Brendam Docks to pick up his goods train.
Henry, what took you so long?
Yeah, you're 30 minutes late and you were supposed to be here 20 minutes ago.
Oh, sorry guys. I had a long night pulling the flying kipper and got lost on my way home and many other reasons that I don't remember.
Well, you know that I don't have all day just standing here loading and unloading cargo into trucks and wasting the amount of space I have. Bear will be coming some trucks that need to be loaded with cargo, and these trucks are still blocking the line.
Yeah, sorry about that, Cranky. I won't let it happen next time.
So Henry was coupled up to his goods train, and he set off to the mainland.
Finally, we could go now.
So James, what are you gonna do now?
I might as well go back to the sheds, I guess. Thomas and Percy are probably there by now.
Or at least one of them. Wanna join me? Well, I have to go and take some passengers to Lower Tidmouth, so I can't go. Still have a bit of work to do.
Alright then, I'll go by myself. But first, I need to get some more coal and water.
Later that day, Thomas was at Willsworth picking up his passengers with Annie and Clarabelle because the two coaches can't shut the hell up about Thomas not doing passenger work from time to time. Well, if I'm being honest, I just hope that someday I can have another adventure like I used to back in the old days with Percy and James. After all, Lady did pass on her quirk to let me stop Diesel 10 in his League of Villains ever since she passed away. I can tell that she is watching over me, along with the other successors of my power. But you can't go on another adventure, Thomas! You've been ditching us for the past few years and we felt like we would be rusting into scrap metal! You seriously need to stop jibber-jabbering about your quirk. You just manifested the quirk at a young age like everyone else, that's all. Oh god, here we go again, complaining about me ditching you guys for the 10th time this year. I mean, have other jobs, you know. I don't have to just stick with my branch line passenger work from time to time with two coaches who whine and complain all the time. I have friends to hang out with, a girlfriend to spend time with, and many other jobs that I have to do like shunting, small goods works, and others which I don't even bother mentioning. As Thomas was arguing with the two coaches, Lana was stopping by with a small goods tray. Hey Thomas, what are you up to? Well, Lana, just the usual. Annie and Clarabelle complaining about me ditching them as always. If I'm being honest with you, someday I just wish I could go on another adventure like I did 5 years ago. Stopping villains, saving others in need, and maybe discover new abilities in my quirk. I never been through a lot besides my old railway. When I was younger, I never had that many friends, and most girls would make fun of me, since my mother, Kathy Tanker, passed away when I was 12. They'd call me names for wearing glasses, having braces on my teeth, my hair color, and that I'll never get a boyfriend for the way I look. I mean, at least I now have some friends to be with, an actual boyfriend who loves me for who I am, and a better life on the NWR. And say, what's your reason in becoming a hero and going out on adventures and stopping villains? You do have an interesting story there, and to answer that question of yours, my reason in wanting to become a hero and going on adventures was... Just then, a yellow saddle tank engine rushed in between Thomas and Lana. He was out of puff and he was in a panic as if he saw a spooky ghost. Ben, what's the matter? Are you okay?
It's an emergency! Henry has come off the tracks and...
Bonbon, just calm down and tell us what happened slowly. By your reaction, it sounds like something terrible just happened. Alright, this is what happened. So, I was doing some shunting around the station, which I was a bit nervous about because on how big the station was. Until I heard an explosion where part of the track was destroyed and smoke was coming out of it, bending towards the sea of Vickerstown Harbor. But the moment I saw Henry coming down the line of his goods train, Rosie and I tried to warn him, but he couldn't stop in time. What the hell are they on about?
Oh crap!
And that's what happened. Oh my god, that sounds terrible. We have to get help. We have to go there quickly. Alright, I'm coming. Oh, come on. You were ditching us again? Don't worry, someone will be coming to pick you guys up. Meanwhile, James was at the water tower having a little rest. Until he heard the sound of Benjamin's whistle.
Hey Benjamin, what's going on? You seem scared, is everything okay?
No time to explain! We have to go to Vickerstown, now! It's an emergency!
Alright then.
The 4 engines made it to Vickerstown where the accident had occurred. Henry was lying on his side with wounds all over him, leaking steam from his cylinders. Trains at Vickerstown were delayed and some of Henry's trucks were destroyed and drowned.
Holy crap! Who and what the hell caused this accident?
I have no idea. I heard some kind of explosion going off. Benjamin and I tried to stop Henry, then boom! He flew off the tracks into the ocean.
Were there any casualties around here?
Well, no one was hurt or even worse, killed in the accident. But I have no idea how this happened. I came here after I saw Benjamin running away, panicking after Henry plunged into the ocean. Alright, here's the plan. I'll be taking the remaining trucks away, while one of you guys call Harvey, Rocky, and get the breakdown crane. As Thomas coupled up to the remaining trucks, he puffed away while the others called for help and get the breakdown crane. But what they didn't know was that a diesel shunter had been watching them, or even the whole incident itself when Henry had his accident. Later that afternoon, Harvey and Rocky were lifting some of the crashed trucks back onto the rails. Percy and Benjamin took Henry away to Crovan's Gate Works. Another engine had to take Henry's goods train away after Thomas removed them from the bombing area. It was a disaster. Gordon was stuck at the station after Mighty Mac took his passengers home, and he wasn't happy that he is stuck at Vickerstown. The police had to be called to investigate the area around Vickerstown to find evidence of a bomb that was placed on the tracks, and the fingerprints on what engine or human placed it there. So, Rosie, do you remember anything before the bomb went off? I think so. I'll explain the story tonight back in the sheds.
I think we should go now. This day has been pretty long and this whole situation here has been sorted out.
I agree. I mean, this episode is pretty long, which is why it's in 2 parts. Yeah, I'm gonna explain the whole story in part 2 about the incident. But enough fourth wall breaking, let's just go now. So Rosie, James, and Lana puffed away back to the engine sheds. That night, the engines were talking about the incident that happened at Vickerstown. Rosie was trying to remember what happened before the incident occurred. So, can you remember anything before the incident occurred? Well, it's not much, but I can still explain it. So, I was doing some shunting in the harbor until I heard 2 diesel horns from the station, which happened to be Ari and Berthold. I went to check to see on what they were up to, until I saw one of them planting something on the tracks. I was about to confront them until I was called to help another engine. I tried to make an excuse on not doing that so that I can confront the 2 diesels, but I had to help that other engine or else I'm gonna get fired. Benjamin was in the harbor with me, so he didn't hear them. But strangely enough, there was no engine that needed help. Benjamin didn't have any trouble at the harbor. Well, since you mentioned that one of them planted something on the tracks, I'm pretty sure it's a bomb they planted on the tracks. I mean, for the past few years, they've used bombs and other kinds of explosions to destroy things. Like the time they robbed the Sodor bank 5 years ago. With that voice that called you to help another engine, it could be a distraction so that Ari and Berthold could plant the bomb and get away with it without being confronted or even stopped by another engine.
Wait, why would you think it was a bomb they planted onto the tracks?
Well, what else would they have planted on the tracks? A banana peel or... Actually, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure from what Rosie said about Ari and Bert planting something on the tracks, I'd say they caused the explosion on the tracks, as well as Henry's accident. I mean, they could even be working for another villainous organization who are willing to continue Diesel 10's madness.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, why would they?
As James was about to talk, Douglas rushed into the sheds, and he had Sir Topham Hatt with him. Douglas, why are you here? What's the rush? It's about the incident at Vickerstown. I can tell you the whole story. I was there. Wait, you were there? Well, this is what happened. As I finished my shift cleaning the station windows, I heard Addie and Berthold coming back from the mainland. I immediately took out my phone just to see what's going on since, I had trust issues with them. I could see that Addie was planting a bomb on the tracks. I knew what was going to happen, so I chased after them. Well, I was chasing them to put a stop in their villainous acts. I ended up only colliding into Sydney on the way while chasing them. Douglas, what are you doing on my line? Sydney, get out of my way! took a while to put me back on the tracks, and luckily, Sodor and Pat was on board, so I told him everything on what the two diesels did, and I showed him my phone with the video as evidence. I see. But what are they up to now? Well, after Douglas told me about Addie and Bert and showed me the video on his phone, we both went to the sheds to find out the next plan. We eventually found out that their next plan was to steal the map that leads to the magic buffers and deliver it to their boss in order to destroy them. We all knew as a promise to Lady that this map must never be in the wrong hands, especially to any villainous organization who are willing to destroy them.
We must think of a plan to stop them.
So throughout the night, Sodor and his engines made a plan to stop Ari and Bert from stealing the map that leads to the magic buffers. The next day, Ari and Bertolt was sent to work with Mavis at the quarry. But they instead took the track to Henry's forest. There it is, Bertolt. It's about time we take this to the boss so he can destroy them in order for us and the other villains to create a new society on this railway that benefits the both of us. Yeah, the fat man was stupid enough to give us a second chance and we were able to find the map right here in Henry's forest. I know, but let's get out of here before anyone knows about our plan. Wait, what? What the fuck? It's time to put an end in your villainous actions. You both have caused enough trouble on my railway. How do you know about our plan? Let's just say that my engines have excellent heroic skills in finding out that you both caused the incident at Vicarstown, as well as stealing this magical map. It was a big mistake of mine in giving you both a second chance, when clearly you both are continuing your villainous acts. Just give it up, you two. Let's not take this bullshit the hard way. You both have no other place to hide now, because we are here to stop the both of you. Ari, what do we do now? We don't have a backup plan. Don't worry, brother. I got this. Ow! Damn it, my wheels! Rosie!
They're getting away!
We have to stop them. Duck, take Rosie to the works to heal her injury. The rest of us will chase after them. Bertolt, fire a couple shots from your weapon. We don't have enough stamina to use our quirks. Right. Look out! That was a close one, but we can't let them get away.
What the hell are those two up to right now? Probably some stupid pranks again.
James, look out!
Wait, what? Get out of my way! Thomas, catch this!
We lost James!
I'll be fine. You guys just go ahead without me.
Alright, I'm almost caught up with them. All I need to do is to overtake them and plant these spikes that James handed to me and— Ah, crap! Red signal! Try to catch us now, losers! Oh no, they're getting away with the map. If they reach the main line, it's too late, and I don't have any other plans to stop them. Son of a bitch, just think of something! Hold on a minute. My quirk. I can just use my quirk to stop Harry and Bert. It's like what I did 5 years ago. And it's because little engines like me can do big things. I don't have a proper plan to stop these two, but with the power within my soul, I could put a stop into these villains, no matter what! Ari, I'm running out of oil. I'm slowing down. I'll go on without you. I can take the map back to the boss alone. When the magic buffers are destroyed, we'll set you free from prison. That's fine by me. One of them is slowing down. I can use these traps to stop him. What the crap? It's game over, Bertold. Just give it up already. Actually, I think you already have. What the crap? God damn it, I'm out of bullets! Well, that's because engines like you don't know the true meaning of justice. All you villains do is cause crime for your own greed. This is one code that I've said thousands of times, but little engines like me can do big things. God damn it, not this again! After the chase was over, Ari and Bertold were immediately sent away in disgrace to Cloudcracker Prison. The map was now hidden in a much more secured location that only the Fat Controller would know where it is. Thomas, Percy, and James then watch as the sun sets to finish off the day. And to be honest, this episode really sucks. Thomas, that was awesome that you used your quirk to defeat Ari and Bertold once again, even though you've broken your arm for like, I don't know, the 200th time or something. Yeah, it was, but I was actually trying not to use my quirk this time, but you know the saying, a pro hero has to risk their lives to save others in need.
Yeah, but why do you need to keep this quirk of yours a little secret? Just only share it with us since our top of man.
Well, I'll probably tell you that some other time. I had to keep it secret in order to avoid other villains finding out that I'm the current user of magic gold dust since Lady, passed it on to me. I told you guys this because you're both my best friends since, I don't know, forever or something. And the fact that we're Sodor's big three. Well guys, the new adventure has just begun. And we'll see you guys in the next episode, whenever the hell that comes out.